Right then, welcome back and another adventure of GSL as per usual. So keep on working on the Tiguan, and what we'll be doing this time is actually installing the wires, power wires for the system, which are gonna have to go underneath the car due to the thickness of the wire. This is the wire that's actually, I need put 2 runs of this, which is like that thick, which is nearly as my thumb, as you can see. So this is not possible to install it inside of the car. If I would be installing it, it's going to be bulging. You'll be able to see it, and more than likely there's not going to be enough room underneath the carpet to fit 2 runs of the cable. Because we will be deleting the front battery, I've got 2 lithium batteries to go in a boot, and in here will be a fuse block instead of battery, and 2 big runs. One's gonna go from the alternator to the fuse blocks and then going all the way back, and the other one is gonna be coming back front to the car electricals, because this is gonna get cut and then it's gonna be attached to the new cabling and the new batteries that are going to be in the back. So what I'm going to be doing is now basically we'll jack the car up one side. I'm going to go underneath, take some plastic trays off, because that's what it's got at the moment. In these Tiguans, you've got this big plastic tray underneath there, and that's where the cable is going to be going, hopefully, and it's going to get attached to the brake lines, because that's going to be like sort of the most secure place. I know some people attach them as well to the fuel lines and stuff like that, but I don't think it's actually a good idea to do so, because if something happens with the cable, it heats up, it catches on fire, and then you've got it next to the fuel line, so that's not really safe. I know people do it, but I don't want to. So I'm going to do as much as possible not to go the dangerous way, because I just want to be sure that everything's going to be fine. Because the brake lines, they're metal, they're going to be more secure and heat resistant. And as well, brake fluid doesn't explode or stuff like that unless you actually like warm it to like crazy temperatures and whatever, and then maybe. And another thing what we'll be doing is you're gonna have to be drilling a hole in the floor somewhere around, I think, that area there, to bring it out, because the batteries are going to be sitting here in the middle, and then obviously the false floor and stuff like that. So what I'm going to be doing again is making a 18mm MDF floor, basically the baseboard. I'm not sure whether I'm going to be bolting it down or not, it depends, but I think it's not going to be moving anywhere anyways, so it shouldn't really matter that much. But the only thing is get an outline of the boot so it sits nice and snug, and then we'll go from there. But at the moment I'm gonna go jack this car up and take the plastic off and see what is actually going on underneath this beast.
I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating. I'm feeding this demon. Got a taste, can't erase bitterness in my face. Work a job every day till your dreams fade away. Like a card, never change, play the game that we say. I need a break.
Right, so the plastics are off, and this is the nice thick cable. And I can see some good news. Look at this nice run. Nice little chamfer that goes to there. Then it's gonna go from here to there. And then all along there, attaching to that ear, and then up and there. And that's where I need to drill my 2 holes for them to come out. So they're going to be here somewhere. Basically, if you go underneath from behind, can you see that last triangle? And that's basically where it's going to be going in. So for me to do that, I actually need to make the bottom floor so I can drill my holes in and then bring them out through the 18mm MDF floor. And then obviously batteries are going to be in the middle, so I want them to come out roughly somewhere here. And then obviously they're going to go across, or whichever way they need to go. Well, that said, let's go get some MDF, make some measurements. I'm going to use the old floor, the top part, to get this chamfer out properly. And then basically we'll just put it in, carpet it, put it in, drill the holes, and then I can actually feed the cables through, or attach them all the way through in here. And that's one job basically done until I remove the battery from the front, and then make this cable live with the fuses and the fuse box. I took the battery out as well, just so I can get better better look what the hell am I doing, where I'm cable tying things together and whatnot. So yeah, basically now it's another going to be time lapse. I'm going to get this bit of wood, measure it, cut it, carpet it, install it, then we'll drill holes and feed the cable through.
I'm staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on. I'm staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on. Pace on when I chase like that, yeah, I play so strong with a knife in the back. I'ma swing home run like a baseball bat. Gonna see me rise, you can hate on that. I don't play both sides, doing me no cap. I'ma ride or die for my dreams on tap. I'ma fly real high, you ain't see me slack. No, it's not how you fall, it's how you get right back up. That's how you get tough. Calluses on my hands so rough, yeah, I call your bluff. I'm not the one, mess with me, come out with none. Cause I'm so done, you had your fun. And now you're gonna face down the barrel of the gun. Cause I got a full clip with your name on it. But I'ma let you slide cause you ain't worth it. I'm staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on. I'm staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on. lights, driving at night, windowless ride, feeling alive. Nothing in sight, forever in flight. Follow those lines, we'll make it this time. Blurry street lights, work as a guide to memories that we're making tonight. Oh yeah, we'll make it tonight. Yeah. I'll do anything that I feel like I wanna do. I'm living.
Right then, so the floor got made, and I did put it in and fit it in perfectly fine, and blah blah blah, obviously. And then I started doing some wiring. Basically, this is the floor now. I did drill some holes where the wires were supposed to go. But the thing is, I'm actually regretting doing this now because I need to wreck it. Because I need to open this part up more. So I might have to strip all that off and redo it more than likely. But this is the reason why I have to redo that part, because at first I was just putting grommets in and then putting the cable in, but then I changed my mind and I went for glands like this, because they are much better and much more secure than just a little bit of a rubber thing around. I don't know, I've just shook them down here somewhere. Yeah, so from this that could be easily damaged, I went for decent stuff, so I'm gonna have to sacrifice a bit of my time and the material to take it out, cut it all out, and and then basically recarpet just that one piece. I know it's not ideal, but what can you do? I've got one run there already. The other one is just ready to get cut and sent out. And like I showed just as well, that's where the cable is gonna be. So this run is just at the moment all on the floor, and that one is getting cable tied along there. I still need to finish it up there. Then battery out. Battery from delete, that's all going out. I thought there's no point in me recording that much, taking the battery out and everything, so I'm gonna basically start everything from now on, because now it's the sort of bit of an important part. Like, so here we've got my aftermarket wiring. This is the factory wire that I've just joined together, crimped it together, and that's going to be going onto SMD terminal, and then these two are going there. Click, click. This is my aftermarket, just a feed, and this one's going to be directly from the alternator, sending a full decent charge, can carry decent charge from here all the way to the back batteries. These are the Crown custom batteries that I'm going to be using, lithiums. Apparently they don't like to be hot, even though all the tests and stuff like that show that they do handle the heat. So don't know, but it's recommended that you put them in the back. So that way, since we are not putting a split charge on, I'm deleting the front battery and I'm putting two 40 ampere, so basically that's 80 ampere hour lithium in the back. And these are lovely GA style custom made plates that's gonna give me all the connections for I need for amplifiers, for powers and whatnot, blah blah blah. And the same obviously for the ground. I'll probably actually send two thick cables to the chassis, maybe it's to both sides of the car, because I can in a sense do that, because I'm thinking about using that point there, which is for the factory false floor. But we'll see. The thing is that I have to cut this opening and then send the cable up, but we'll see what happens, see how it goes. There's always plenty of other variants where to do it, but you want it to be a really good sort of connection. So then, like I say, I made that too soon. The battery is going to be going over the top of that, so that part of the wood needs to be bolted down to the floor so that doesn't move, and then battery is going to go over the top, and then I'm going to be making a custom bracket. I'll probably weld it up this time, not like what I did with mine. I'm going to just cut squares, weld them up, grind them all down, and just give them a bit of spray paint, and that's it. But what's gonna happen next now? Basically, I want to put the front back together now in here, so that I don't have to do anything in here at the moment. So what we'll be doing is I'm gonna go cut an MDF that fits perfectly within this battery case. So basically I can just take a battery, outline it, and cut a bit of wood out, and then basically give it a bit of round over, obviously make it nicer looking. I'm gonna spray it. I don't know, I'll see what sort of color I've got. Spray it up, then I will just screw it down, and then I will be able to mount my SMD, and then obviously start mounting all my cables, give her a crimp on the top, get that all done, sorted. So, that said, I'm gonna put this back on the time lapse. Let's make this front fuse holder, and then we'll move on from there off to the cable, tying all the cables, sorting everything in the back, and see what the hell is going on.
Got a monster inside of me, you better watch out. If you ignite me's a road ahead of full prophecy, to be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day like the bones clean. I feed him all the hate and he grows me, and he gets claws real big, pissed off quick. And if you cross him you might drop dead. Metaphorically, of course, settling the score, never getting bored, loves the blood and gore, always wanting more, feed him from the source. They don't really understand until they feel the force departed. If you start shit you'll be heartless in the darkness, torn apart quick, you left scars ripped, you'll be chewed up and discarded.
And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate.
Pressure, it's stormy weather, lightning, thunder, pouring weather. Yo, I'm a go-getter, try to do it like me, but I do it better. I got a mind that's clever, the beast inside is competitive as ever. I'm conscious, my subconscious, an accomplice to me. I promise the darkness, I can honest believe.
So, what have you seen? You've seen the time lapse of me creating that little piece of wood for the engine bay, and I was messing about with a bag bit. So, that's what the front wooden part worked out. Looks absolutely neat as hell. Looks good. All I've got left to do is now basically go underneath. I'm going to cable tie everything securely as it should be and everything. And like I said, since the bag bit is already in, I've already marked where the bit of wood that I have to cut out to put around here, so the battery doesn't slide about. And what we'll be putting in T-nuts like these to fasten down the bracket for the battery, and probably we'll just use 2 of these with some washers and stuff like that, and And that's basically gonna be it. There's nothing really so complicated. All I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna cut one bit of wood that's there, and then basically put it across. Well, because I can't go that way, obviously, I'm gonna just serge everything. Oh well. So it's gonna screw down there, screw down at the back, and basically I'm gonna put some foam stuff all the way around, so when it hooks it down, there is not like it's gonna be crushing it or anything like that and whatnot, blah 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 and stuff like that. And basically after that I can just drill holes through, screw it down, bolt it down the whole board, and that's it. Voila, you sorted. Happy days. But yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the second cable out. I didn't put it in because I thought it's gonna be a nightmare to mess about with it all the time. And basically when that is done, I will take it out, carpet it back to black, and that's it. That's the bottom sorted. Then we'll be putting more distribution blocks. We'll be attaching power to where it needs to go and stuff like that. And but yeah, let me do the wiring part underneath. I'll show you that, and then obviously I'll put it all back together and we'll do what I need to do next. And to be fair, I do apologize, but this is the end of the part one of the basically full sound system install, from battery delete and stuff whatnot. And what it is, I will show you is the timeless of me putting all the cables in the part 2. So what I can say is stay tuned, people. There is part 2 definitely coming, without a doubt. I'm already making it as I'm talking right now, somewhere there in the background. But yeah, basically all I've got to say is thanks a lot for watching, like and share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the part 2. Bye bye.